So, hello everybody. Some colleagues asked me how I was working from distance with client. So I wanted to make this little video about some principle I was using. So it's for them, but it's also for my clients I'm working with, that they can understand better the principle we're working with, and also if they want to work alone at home, but they can do it as well. So I want to make it quite simple. So just start. So basically I want to take it from the point of view of the three centers, because it's like the center of the head, the center of the chest, and the center of the belly. Each center has a specific function. The head is more the perception and thinking. The heart, chest, heart is more about feelings, and the belly is more about the willing part. So of course it's not black and white, each part has from the other, but it gives a good reference to know how we are working and the logic we are working with. So somehow when we want to work on an issue, we just start with the story, and so it's good. It's first about in which what I want to work with. And in the story, there's very often a story in the story, so it takes time to say, okay, what's important for me in the story. So it's the mind, thing, perception. It's just coding back the situation which has touched me and I want to work on. So that's the first part, on investigating what is the most relevant in the story to work with. And doing that, asking questions about the story, wanted to investigate it, start to come some feelings. So the heart area start to be touched. And so the thinking and the feelings, they start to work together, and the feelings they would guide me to even ask deeper what really touched me in that. And so I try to feel more and more what the story does to me on the feeling level, feeling area. And it can take time. It's really important for that to take time. So the mind is here to focus, and the heart is here to embrace. So when I have the feeling I'm on the right thing to work with, so I will use my mind to focus on that, and to stay on that, to stay with my attention on that. And with my heart, I will use my heart to have a large, embracing, welcoming attention on that. So the mind focus like that, the heart embrace. And I work with these two basic tools for focusing, not getting away from what I'm looking at, because if I look at something painful, I don't want to look at it. So I have really to use my mind, and it's from moment to moment to moment. It's not something I do it till it's done. No, every moment it's to stay alert, but I'm staying on what I'm working on, not changing story, which client does a lot, I must say. And I have to call back them, okay, now we are busy with one thing, not 10. So really, it's looking easy, but it's not, because I'm trying to be present to something I spend all my life to avoid, or usually I avoid because it's painful. So we don't like to be at painful places. So that's so I keep this attention, I keep this embracing, and okay, there's principle behind that, but I don't go into the principle of the principle. Would be, yeah. So focusing, embracing on getting it's to make it as alive as possible and to get a picture as clear as possible, because the mind is clear, the feeling it's kind of not really clear, and the willpower is completely very far from the awareness, but it's where we want to go. So we need the feeling to go in the willing part. And that's important because many times we can get stuck on the feeling area, and it's important then to someone to ask the question, what is the need in the feeling? When I'm in this feeling, what do I need? And then it start to touch the willing area, the belly. Yeah. So we use the embracing the feeling to get to the big desire behind the feeling. When we are in pain, we want something, to get out the pain. So if we don't feel the pain, we don't know what we want. So it's all about feeling the pain, but not to stay stuck in it, but to go to what do I really want in that. So the principle is quite simple. To do it is not easy. That's the point. And do it with the body sensation as a guide. It's really important, because that's how does the feeling, what is the body sensation of my feelings in my body. And when you ask, when I'm in this feeling, what do I need? What is the need of this feeling? What would I wish? What would help me there? What would support me there? This kind of question. Then feel it. Don't answer with the mind, because it will just answer with the past. Just wait, stay calm, stay silent. It's learning to be more and more deep silence in what you look at. Because it's the embracing part, it's the silent part. It's to stop, to want to solve it. It's really to be there. So the same, when you start to feel in your body the need being there, the desire being there, the desire and the need are life forces. In fact, you start to connect with the life forces behind the feelings, and that's what we want, because here is the other healing forces. So but basically that's that, and then you have to focus on that to anchor it, because it's somehow new in the system. It's the desire you was repressing all your life, so that's why the pain arises. So it's not easy to stay there. The mind really easy go away, think about something else. So really, again, taking the time, taking the alertness to stay there. That's on to really feel the life power, the desire power behind the feeling, and to feel it in the body. And when you're there, then you feel it's reversed. What was pain becomes a force in you, because the life power comes, and then it's specific. It's not a life power like that. It's specific. The message of this feeling, this specific life power behind. So from that you can make a symbol of it to make it more steady in yourself, or just to feel really good in your body what it does. Make something yourself to try to remind it, because after the work the mind will forget it, will erase it, because we'll go back to the old stuff. So it's to be aware of that as well, that it's new and something you have to repeat to anchor it in yourself. So, as I would admit, short, it's the basic tools for this inner work, and it's quite simple actually, the principle. It's somehow, if you would just focus with pure attention on the pain, it will all happen by itself. You wouldn't have to have all these tools behind, but it's just a help when you know, when you can follow more consciously what happens. So that's it. I hope it's useful as well for my colleagues, as well for my clients when we do a session together from Skype or Zoom or whatever. And I wish you a good day. Today is sunny here. Yes. Okay. Bye bye.